Well, folks, I was right about hearing from Judge Torres this week, but it is not the ruling that we were looking for. She has denied the indicative ruling, which was the settlement agreement between the SEC and Ripple. The SEC and Ripple are both trying to drop their appeals, wrap up this case with a settlement, but Judge Torres, an Obama-appointed judge, she's sticking it to us and she has denied the request. But I want to read off this summary from Ashley Prosper for you guys. I think that Ashley is spot on with the breakdown and analysis of this case at this point. Judge Torres basically said to the SEC, you wanted it, you got it, now deal with it. Whilst also saying to Ripple, if you want the case to end, then end it. The only thing stopping you is you. She's one tough cookie. And what Ashley is referring to is the ongoing appeal process that could be ended any day now by both parties. The SEC and Ripple could just drop their appeals. Ripple could pay this fine and this case would be over. And Ashley goes on, does Ripple pay the fine and live with the injunction, but get an exemption from the SEC for future sales, try a third bite at the apple, or move forward with its cross appeal? And does the SEC move forward with its appeal, or does it drop the case? Ashley goes on saying, I expect both parties will end their cross appeals considering both parties were willing to do so anyways. And here's the positive. Plus the fine is inconsequential to Ripple, $125 million. We know Ripple has that cash. And the injunction, because it was not narrowly defined, it was just a general injunction. Hey, don't violate Section 5 again. It's like a cop telling you, hey, you shouldn't speed. It was just basically a general reminder not to break the law. It was not a narrowly defined injunction. And so this could actually be worked into a positive. Think about it. An injunction, while often seen as punitive, can paradoxically become a badge of trust when viewed through a systemic, compliance-focused lens. Ripple can't just wing it or pivot recklessly anymore. Every action has to pass court scrutiny or they risk contempt. Ripple can even market it. We are the only crypto company operating under a federal compliance mandate. You'll never have to worry about legal surprises. So let me know what you guys think about this ongoing staged lawsuit. Still dragging on, but I believe that it will come to an end here soon. And what's interesting is on this news, the whole market pulled back slightly. I did take profit on my XRP long position because I knew that the FUD was going to hit heavy. One thing remains, and it's the most important fact. XRP as a matter of law is not a security. At this point, the case is just noise. This thing will wrap up one way or another. And I'm expecting that both the SEC and Ripple will drop their appeals. Ripple will pay the fine. And there's no concern going forward. They have already been selling XRP to institutions all throughout this case. So the injunction, like Ashley stated, is not narrowly defined. It was a general injunction, and it's not going to stop Ripple from continuing to sell XRP to institutions because they already restructured these contracts and sales. So they know they're not investment contracts anymore, and they'll be able to just continue doing their business. They wanted to clear this up, I think, as a matter of perception. They wanted the market to feel safe and comfortable, but I don't think that they'll have to worry. As Ashley said, they can now market this as a positive, right? That they basically have a badge of honor, and basically acknowledging that the SEC is not going to be coming after them anymore. At this point, the SEC is hands off unless you're clearly breaking the law. The SEC is not going to be, continuing with this Operation Choke Point that got us in this position here today. But I'm going to be dropping a full update on YouTube, and then I'll also be going live here tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern for a full breakdown. So drop your comments and questions down below, and I'll be happy to answer those in the live show tonight. See you guys there, and God bless you all.